Do you ever feel like time is slipping through your fingers? Like you're constantly busy, yet at the end of the day you haven't accomplished anything meaningful? You're not alone. We live in an age of infinite distractions, where our attention is the most valuable commodity. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking your true potential isn't about finding more time, but about reclaiming the time you already have? In the next 10 minutes, we're going to uncover the hidden traps that steal your time and reveal powerful, practical strategies to stop wasting it for good. Stick around, because this might be the most productive 10 minutes of your week. Let's be honest, we all waste time. The problem isn't the occasional Netflix binge or scrolling session. The real issue is the chronic, unintentional waste of our most precious resource. It's the hours that vanish without a trace, leaving us feeling stressed, unfulfilled, and behind on our goals. This isn't just about being unproductive. It's about a fundamental disconnect between what we want to do and what we actually do. This gap is where regret and frustration are born. The first step to closing this gap is to become aware of where your time is truly going. Think of your attention like a flashlight beam in a dark room. You can either point it deliberately at what matters, or you can let it flicker randomly from one shiny object to another. Most of us are doing the latter. Social media, notifications, endless email chains. These are the shiny objects designed to capture our attention. Each time you get a notification, your brain gets a tiny hit of dopamine, a feel-good chemical. It's addictive. The architects of these platforms know this. They've engineered their apps to be as engaging as possible, turning our own brain chemistry against us. Recognizing this is not about blaming technology. It's about understanding the game so you can start playing it on your own terms. So how do we fight back? It starts with a time audit. For just 1 week, track how you spend your hours. You don't need a fancy app. A simple notebook will do. Be brutally honest with yourself. How much time are you really spending on social media? How many times do you check your email? How long do your short breaks actually last? The results will probably shock you. I know they shocked me. Seeing 4 hours on YouTube, written down in black and white, is a powerful wake-up call. This isn't an exercise in guilt. It's about collecting data. You can't fix a leak if you don't know where it's coming from. This audit will reveal your personal time-wasting culprits. Once you've identified the leaks, the next step is to plug them. And we'll start with the biggest one for most people, the digital world. The solution is to create friction. Make it harder to access your distractions. For your phone, start by turning off all non-essential notifications. Do you really need to know that someone liked your photo from 3 years ago right this second? No. Schedule specific times to check social media and email. For example, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. Outside of those times, log out of your accounts. The extra step of having to log back in creates just enough friction to make you pause and ask, do I really need to do this right now? You can also use apps that block distracting websites during your focused work periods. Think of it as putting your digital cookies on the highest shelf so you can't mindlessly reach for them. Now, let's talk about the physical world. Your environment plays a huge role in your ability to focus. A cluttered desk leads to a cluttered mind. Take a few minutes at the end of each day to tidy up your workspace. This simple ritual signals to your brain that the workday is over and prepares you for a fresh, focused start the next morning. Also, define a dedicated space for work. When you're in that space, you work. When you leave it, you're free to relax. This helps create a psychological boundary between productivity and leisure, preventing your entire day from blurring into a state of semi-work, semi-distraction. But what about the time we waste not because of external distractions, but because of internal ones? I'm talking about procrastination. We often procrastinate on big, intimidating tasks. We look at the mountain and feel so overwhelmed that we decide to just scroll through our phones instead. The secret here is to break it down. You don't climb a mountain in one leap. You do it one step at a time. Take that huge project and break it into the smallest possible actions. Instead of write a report, your first step could be open a new document and write the title. That's it. It's so easy you can't say no. This is the power of the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. For larger tasks, find a 2-minute version to get started. Momentum is your best friend in the fight against procrastination. A small step forward creates the energy for the next one. Another internal time waster is indecision. We spend hours, even days, agonizing over choices, big and small. What should I work on first? Which email should I answer? This is called analysis paralysis. To combat this, give yourself a time limit for decisions. For small, reversible choices, like what to eat for lunch, give yourself 60 seconds. For bigger decisions, set a timer for 20 minutes to gather information, then make a call. Understand that most decisions are not permanent. It's often better to make a good decision now than to wait for a perfect decision later. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Let's also touch on the myth of multitasking. We've been told that multitasking is a skill, a way to get more done. The science says the opposite. When you think you're multitasking, you're actually task switching. Your brain is rapidly shifting focus between tasks, and each switch comes with a cognitive cost. It takes time and mental energy to re-engage with the original task, leading to more errors and taking longer overall than if you had just done one thing at a time. The solution is simple. Single tasking. Dedicate a block of time to one and only one task. Put your phone on silent and in another room. Close all irrelevant tabs on your computer. Immerse yourself in the task at hand. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish when your focus is on being constantly fragmented. Finally, reclaiming your time isn't just about working more. It's about living more. The goal is to be fully present in whatever you're doing. When you're working, work. But when you're resting, truly rest. When you're with loved ones, be with them completely, not with one eye on your phone. Intentional rest is just as important as intentional work. Schedule your breaks and your downtime with the same seriousness you schedule your meetings. Burnout is the ultimate time waster because it can take you out of the game for weeks or even months. Protect your energy. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your goals and values. Your time is finite. Every yes to one thing is a no to something else. Make sure you're saying yes to the right things. To recap, start by auditing your time to see where it truly goes. Then, create friction for your digital distractions by turning off notifications and logging out of apps. Design a clean, dedicated workspace. Beat procrastination by breaking large tasks into tiny 2-minute actions. Overcome indecision by setting time limits. Embrace the power of single tasking and ditch the myth of multitasking. And finally, be as intentional with your rest as you are with your work. Stopping the waste of time is a journey, not a destination. You will have days where you slip up, and that's okay. The key is to be conscious, to be intentional, and to consistently bring your focus back to what truly matters to you. Time is the one resource you can never get back. By learning to control your attention, you are learning to control your life. You are giving yourself the gift of progress, fulfillment, and peace of mind. Start today. Start small. The person you will be a year from now will thank you for it. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe for more content on living a more intentional and productive life. Let me know in the comments what your biggest time waster is, and one small step you'll take this week to change it. See you in the next one.